films have quite the same reputation as the Shawshank Redemption. You'd be hard-pressed to find a single person who doesn't absolutely adore this movie. And for good reason. Shawshank Redemption has proven itself to be a timeless and powerful tale. It's one of the most moving stories I've ever witnessed, and is a must-watch for anyone who considers themselves a fan of film. And, of course, this isn't just my opinion. It is the single highest-rated film on IMDb, with a score of 9.3/10. This movie, as the rating suggests, is one of the great movies that portray and depict the harsh prisoners of Shawshank and the apprentice of a clever banker. Being under a false charge of the murder of his wife, he experiences a different world. Adapting to the condition, he, with cleverness and skills, breaks out of the prison and the money laundering and corruption chain. Here are the 3 lessons that I learned. The house is where you were brought up, and your soul seeks the best comfort in it. For some, the life that they are accustomed to becomes everything. This was, as example, the old man who spent nearly 50 years earning respect as a prison librarian, and now that world was everything for it. The man's been in here 50 years. This is all he knows. In here, he's an important man. He's an educated man. Outside, he's nothing. When he was asked to go out on payroll, he discovered a different world he was neither used to nor knew much about. And with less time and the gray hairs, it would be even more difficult for him to be used to this world, leading to an unending wish to end up in his house, which is the Shawshank prison. This was also experienced by Ellis Red Redding when he was sent outside on payroll. And here, the writer beautifully introduces the concept of institutionalization. How you get habited, not adapted, to a certain situation if you remain there is some major part of your life.
But I'm telling you, these walls are funny. First you hate them, then you get used to them. Enough time passes, you get so you depend on them. That's institutionalized. Goddamn right.
This was not true only where you inhabited, but also for your environment, company, or everything that you put effort into building. Your friends, relatives, and people who respect you and for whom you hold respect. I belong to Gen Z, and this is the youth stage where we can aspire our feet out of the blanket and make new companies outside in the new habitat. However, growing old, it becomes more difficult, and we aspire to be with the old inmates. Life is a coin having both faces. It depends upon your choices whether you are living happily or regretting it. The movie demonstrates an important lesson, which is how even prisoners having a hard life in comparison to the normal free man could also be able to produce that much dopamine and satisfaction that a common man could not. There are 2 reasons for it. Reason I, based on the theory of equilibrium. This was based on the theory of equilibrium. As per the situation, your equilibrium, your point of satisfaction or happiness, is shifted, and your body produces dopamine, pleasure-seeking hormone, according to it. Thus, the meetings, cigarettes, and same old movies are their happiness, as compared to the harsh work they were much more reliable and pleasure-seeking. Reason 2. Based on the theory of wants and aspiration. The depth of the valley decides the height of the mountain. This was another dimension. That the stress or the happiness depends upon the aspiration. Andy Dufresne as a prisoner only aspires to the picture of Rita Hayworth, or the music of the 2 Italian ladies. Not more than that, which, however, is very small for a rational free man who aspires for much more. And fulfilling this aspiration provides happiness. Thus, it was again we decided on our precinct and the height of the happiness to achieve. Is it good to have higher aspirations? Well, I answer that in the affirmation that yes, it is good to have higher aspirations as it excels you to put in more effort. But this would be only when you would be able to understand your position and can look downstairs to be happy knowing your achievements. Even the movie in itself speaks for it when Andy aspires for freedom and relaxation in Zihuatanejo near the Pacific Ocean. This aspiration led him to fight against fate and achieve it. This aspiration is the tool of human growth, and it motivates you to travel a less traveled road or a difficult road to achieve your destiny. Hope, an instrument of dreams. And lastly, what I learned from the movie is hope. It was Andy's hope that led him to carve a long tunnel with a stone hammer. And more than that, it was this hope only that led him to cross it. He even hoped against the situation in anticipation that one day his friend would be sent out on payroll. And it was this hope that led him to bury the tickets under the black marble and lead the unison of 2 friends. Hope is a tool that excels us to move, putting all our skills and power into building the way that we wish and dream for, even if fate does not support it. And mark my words, every miracle in the world is the product of persistent hope and perseverance. And you need to keep it to transform destiny and make the world bow in respect. Remember, hope is a good thing, maybe the best of things, and no good thing ever dies. Andy Dufresne, Shawshank Redemption. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. If you found this video meaningful, inspiring, or thought-provoking, don't forget to hit the like button to show your support. And if you'd like to see more content like this, film analysis, life lessons, and inspiration through cinema, make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Once again, thank you for being here. I'll see you in the next video.